Hello everyone. This is my 1993 Honda Civic. I want to replace, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here, these guys, detent springs, and I got these from Speed Factory. And what I'm trying to improve is some of this. Now this doesn't feel bad, but if I can get more, I guess, feeling out of this, that would be great. So I'm going to show you guys the steps that I'm going to take to do that. And yeah. So of course you got to jack this thing up. So let me do that. And I'll be right back. So it's up on jack stands. And hopefully you guys can see what I'm looking at. So it's going to be this one bolt and this other bolt here that we're going to be taking out to replace the springs. So what I got, something to catch the oil with, some rags, and a 12mm socket to take that off with. So let's give this a try. I'm gonna do this one first. And sorry about that noise in the background. That's the garage door just flapping in the wind. It's pretty windy outside today. Some nice weather outside, but it's pretty windy. So, pulled it out. And hopefully you guys can see that. Yep. A little ball bearing. And there should be a spring that it sits on. Let me just make sure there's nothing in the hole here. Trying to grab the light. I don't see nothing in the light, or in the hole. Okay. Put this where some oil might be dripping. And let's take a look at this in a better spot. That's strange. Seems like the ball. Okay. I was gonna say, it seems like the ball is stuck in there. And it's not. So I can see the spring inside this little hole here. Hopefully you guys can see it. There's a little hole. So I'm gonna move the camera a little for you guys. Okay, and I'm gonna see if I can stick something in this little hole to push this little ball out. It almost looks like there's a little groove there and a little groove there. I don't know where that came from, but sure looks like this new spring is way taller. Try something else. Very interesting. Whoa, there we go. Hope you guys caught that. There's the spring that we need to remove. Okay. Whoop. Let's open up the bag for the new one. Now, it doesn't matter what spring goes to what bolt. Just stick a new one in its place. That is a lot bigger. Check that out. Wow. That is a big difference. And it's also thicker. So this might be a big difference. Okay. So there's one. Let's go try to put this back in. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Just make sure you're going straight, not cross-threaded at all. And I'm just gonna snug this up. Those need to be at 16 foot-pounds. I'm gonna do this other one. Now I've seen when people do this one, it'll usually leak oil. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna try to stop some of that oil from coming out. Okay, this spring seems to be a little bigger and no oil. Okay. Okay. So like I was saying, On the first one we took out, we had like a little indentation there and there, but on this one there's nothing. And on the old one, or the first one we took out, the ball bearing was like stuck inside there. So we'll see. So that's a new one. I'll grab my phone just to make sure you guys can see, or I can see that you can see. You know what I mean. Beautiful. Just gonna snug it up. One thing I'm gonna check on this one to see if that ball bearing's stuck inside, and it is. See that? So that detent spring isn't doing much. So let's see if we can fix this. Okay. Holy! I hope I caught that to show you guys. That was awesome. Okay, as you can see, that little ball seems to get stuck, and it's in that bore. And I don't know what happened to this bolt, but it seems like the end right here and right here are like crushed down. So let's see if I can figure out a way to open that up a little. I'll be right back. Okay, so I opened the hole up a little, and the ball just falls right in now. Oop. And you might think, well, how did I do that? I use one of these, just a quick little swipe, and took some of the metal out of the hole. I don't know if something hit the bolt and made it unround, or something just came down in the top and kind of folded the edges in a little bit, but either way, I opened it up a little so the ball falls in and out easier. I'm going to be maybe taking this out in some time just to make sure that everything's okay with it, because I had no idea that was even happening. So let's put this back in. Bring my phone. Just make sure not to cross thread it. Seems to be good. And let's go get a torque stick. Now, these big ones, I think, don't go down to 16 foot-pounds. So I'm going to use this guy. Okay, we're set up with a 12. Again, these are at 16 foot-pounds, but There's one. There's two. I'm gonna check this one again. And there she is. Both of them are in. And we didn't lose any liquid. Or fluid, I should say. So, those are back in. And I'm going to check to see what this feels like. And it does feel a little more notchier, I guess you can call it, or you can feel more tension in there. I know I said feeling before, but you can just feel the notches in the fork a little more. So there you go, guys. I know this wasn't the fast video you guys maybe see online, but I'm trying to show you guys everything that I'm doing. And if you guys like these types of videos, like and subscribe, because there's a lot more of this car that I'm going to show. So thank you very much, and you guys have a good day.